What's up guys, my name is ESO and welcome back to the channel. I've got a really exciting video for you guys today because we're going to be playing through the first, it's like about an hour, isn't it?
Exactly.
First hour of Kingdom Come Deliverance. And there are also some showcase things we're going to show you as well in this video towards the end. But basically there aren't any spoilers in this video, it's just going to be kind of like the first tutorial of the game. And we're going to play through it and you guys can see what that's like. And I've also got Toby here with me, and he works for the PR section of Kingdom Come Deliverance Warhorse Studio. So he's going to be able to answer all my questions, also tell us a little bit about the game.
Exactly, all the secrets.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we'll go to new game and start off the main story. How many hours of cinematics did you say you had in the game?
Well, yeah, that's a funny question. We have around about 4 hours of cutscenes in the game, which, well, should be proof enough that this game is really story-driven, and we have great focus on the story of the game. So this what we see here is the first cutscene. Of course, everything is still work in progress.
Yeah.
We're going to release the game in February 2018. February 13th, 2018, that's...
And that's on PS4 and Xbox One and console as well as PC.
Exactly. So we're still working on it and doing optimizations here and there.
Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then.
Shaky.
Slap
Quick
her.
clout round the ear should do it.
So this is Henry who we're playing.
You're more like the rowdy type. Yesterday you were drinking and got into a fight,
Now.
and your mother will find out.
There's work to be done.
Henry is played and his face is from Tom McKay. If you know this guy, he's one
Hear
of
that?
your
Better
guys,
not
one
vex
of the
him.
British actors
Now
who
get up
casted
quick.
for
Your breakfast
Kingdom
is
Come
on the
Deliverance.
table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a
That's
scratch.
nothing.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
You rogue.
So you can already see, like, the dialogue conversation is one of the things I really like and notice about the game straight away, as they all seem very realistic. You can imagine, you know, like, I bet if those younger
state
of
you're in
you-
this
oh, let
morning.
Well,
on
if
earth
you
did
if
you
you know
get up
Daniel
to last
Vavra, who's our
night?
creative director, and well, if you know that he's responsible for Mafia 1 and Mafia 2, he of course also writes our quests and most of the dialogues, or at least is supervising them.
Yeah.
So you can expect harsh language, cool dialogues, funny stuff
I mean,
in
you
there.
can imagine this kind of conversation taking place between a dad and mum and like a family, and like this is the kind of situation you would probably have.
We want to make this game immersive and believable. That's like the number one rule we try to make in this game. Of course, there are compromises here and there, but the dialogues, for example, should be as you would expect them.
Yeah, so here we've got an interesting kind of speech options, which isn't usually in the game, but to start off, you can actually, depending on what you were doing last night, it increases that sort of perk, that skill. So we can try and play a diplomat, but I think I'm going to go for the agility option and tell my mum that I was dancing. Prancing around in the pub.
I went dancing
Dancing?
with Bianca.
Ah, that's why you're tired. But you'll still have to work today.
But this is only in the
Well,
beginning, so
I've
this
got a
in the
feeling
beginning
there's
you will
something you're not telling me.
select some of
It's
your stats
connected with
exactly
that
as you said.
scratch on
Later
your
in the
hand.
game, it's
And that suspicious
pretty much
looking
the
character with
Skyrim
a
approach
sword
kind
that
of. So
turned up
only
in
the stuff
town
you're doing
recently.
is actually leveling. So
Yeah. Okay, so I was with Bianca. Oh, can you level up another option here?
Well, what do you mean? Like,
So I've gone for vitality to start off with, and then I can go for vitality again. I get more.
yes,
vitality,
well, you get
or-
well, yes, this is
Yeah.
like the vitality answer, or well, but it's not. It doesn't mean that you only level vitality here. It will give you some other perks as well. I think if you choose strength, you will also get pickpocketing point up.
Oh, okay.
So it's a combination of stuff. So this is more like the strength-ish.
Yeah, we'll check out the menu in a
So
second.
so you get some different stuff. But if you
Right.
choose whatever you wish, well,
So I'm
in the
learning
beginning,
to
well,
sword fight. And
anyway,
what-
the later if you
what harm
this
is
is
it?
only like really the start,
At least
which
I'll be able
helps
to
you in the
defend
tutorial.
myself.
But later in the game, again, as you only leveling the stuff you're
God,
doing. So if
poor
you decide
pal.
to do the
You know how
roguish,
your father
be the
will
roguish
react
type
when he
and,
finds out.
solve your quest
Ow.
with the sword, then
What's
you
he
will
gonna
level
do?
automatically.
I'm doing
the
nothing
strength
wrong.
anyway.
I just wanted to
Okay.
try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
Of course, here in the beginning you can learn. Oh, you got the pickpocketing. As
Oh
I said.
yeah, like you said. Okay, so do you need any help?
Here
need
you
to
can,
do
of
anything,
course,
man.
you have the chance
You're a
to
good lad. But I'm
get
fine.
acquainted with your
It's
mother,
your
with your
father
father
needs
later,
helping with that
and
sword.
dig into the dialogues. And again, in your speech, you level your speech. The deeper you go into the dialogues, the more you talk,
Yeah,
the more you level your
become.
speech skills. So
Okay.
this is, and it's not only like saying hi to everyone
Did Matthew
is
and
leveling,
Fritz
but
come
again,
looking
the
for me?
deeper you go inside, the
No, I
more
haven't seen
you
them this
unlock some
morning.
branching dialogues,
They
the
shouldn't be
more
hard to
skill
find.
or experience
They'll
you
be
get.
hanging
in-
around
right,
a
okay,
tavern
yeah.
somewhere as usual.
So it pays to kind of sit there and talk to people.
Exactly.
You're misjudging them. To be honest, we know what they're like, so
Yeah.
maybe she's not. My friends aren't drunk, so that's a bit harsh.
Matthew and Fritz aren't drunkards.
I never said
Fritz
they
is
were,
my
did
favorite.
I? And if I really minded
Yeah,
you
we'll
going
meet him
for
in a
beer
minute.
with them, I'd have put a stop to it long ago. I was young once too, you know.
But
And your
the
father
dialogues
was no
in,
angel
in
when he was
Kingdom
in
Come are very
Kuttenberg.
important because you learn more than only something about Fritz and stuff. You will also learn something about the people who are
Oh yeah,
living
we
there.
can ask about our father right now.
About
and
your
what he was
father.
like.
Father, it
Yeah.
will unlock. If you get into a skill check with someone, you can through dialogue beforehand you can sort of find out or reveal his stats. We will see this later as well.
Okay.
So the dialogues actually help you, and
Yeah.
also they will give you hints for quests without like writing them down in a quest log. So if you pay attention in the dialogues, you will have some advantages later in the questing.
Okay.
Of course he wasn't.
You don't believe me? Ask him yourself.
All right, I will.
Let's do that.
You're not a boy anymore, Henry. You're a man, and it's time to start acting like one. Yesterday you promised your father you'd help at the forge. If you made yourself useful now and then, I wouldn't mind your mischief making so much.
You're useless. Okay, so is Paul angry at me?
Is father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was, and you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good.
Good.
He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
There's something
Yeah.
going to happen.
I'm hungry.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Okay, let's end the dialogue. We've exhausted all the speech options. And there is a chest here which is full of loads of... Oh, is this clothing?
Clothing,
Is the
yeah.
other chest?
Yes, we have two chests there. This is
Okay.
This is the one which will remain in the final
yeah,
game.
yeah.
However, for those who don't know, we are playing a build that we presented on E3. So there are some hacks here and there. Like for example, this chest.
So this chest here has
Yeah.
lots of weapons. So if you like, you can pick up one of these weapons on the E3 build and go and attack the villagers. Which we might do at the end of the video for fun. But right now, we're just going to leave this here and play it like we had started the game and we didn't have access to a ton of weaponry. So let's grab one of these apples.
Yes, you will need them. Apples and potions and these kind of stuff is something, or food in general.
Yeah.
Something you need to regain health.
Yes.
But it will well, it will not work like in a regular RPG that you eat something and then it's full of energy. You are full of energy immediately. It will slowly go up, like your health.
Okay,
so
yeah.
Of course, it's just a video game.
It's not like you have a potion and you immediately regain all your health.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but in order to stay at least a little bit believable, because, well, if you drink it and you will be full of energy, that's like fictional kind of. However, to make it playable and believable, you will slowly regain energy. So that's like the workaround kind of. So that's your father here.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's nice just to watch people go about their jobs, but let's have a chat to them.
At least you're up. That's a start.
It's not very happy.
Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau. Go and pick them up so we can put it together.
All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard.
Yeah, so he gives you the first quest, kind of. So he will introduce you to the core mechanics of the game. So the fetch quest, that's easy.
Yeah.
He wants you to go to
sure
the charcoal guy and buy some stuff. So it will introduce you to the buying and selling system. Kunesh is a pretty tough opponent, so you will have to eventually fist fight with him. You will see the skill checks, and then the cold ale, that's also important. Food can get bad in your pocket, like it can spoil, so it will introduce you to the mechanics of spoil.
So okay, let's go and get our crossguard first and admire this incredible view of the countryside as we walk up to the castle. So all these castles are named places in the game. They're all realistic, you know, all being sort of based on real areas, real locations. This is a historical game if you guys are watching this for the first time and you didn't know that, which is very impressive.
But for those who are now afraid that they have to learn something, you don't have to actually. It's true that this game is based on a true story. It's true that all those castles, for example, really existed. But it's also true that if you don't care for history, it's just an RPG with a story and If you know that it's based on a true story, maybe it's a little bit more interesting.
You've got all the let's quickly show this, all the codexes, which if we go across here, we've got all the different characters that you can learn about each individual one as you find them in the game, and you can read their backstory and why they're significant at this point in time. So if you want to, you can really, you know, start to understand the history and the different locations you find and why they're significant.
Exactly. So not the NPCs we saw, not all of them are necessarily physically in the game, but at least they will talk about it or somehow are somehow important for the story, like the different popes, the different kings, and so on. So so if you're interested, you can have a look there and learn something.
Let's have a chat to this guard then, so we can get this sword.
God be with you.
And with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzik, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Ale for everyone.
Yay! So you save the game by drinking alcohol, don't you?
Exactly.
And one of the things you mentioned is that you can't constantly save the game because otherwise you'll get really drunk and you get like debilitated from it. So you've actually got to be quite tactical and sort of plan ahead while you play this game. It's not, you know, it's much not straightforward.
You can always save and quit, so we don't want to punish you if you want to like save and just go whenever you want. But in order to not make you quick save the game, like every second, we give you only. I guess it's free, so you can have 3 of those schnapps, of those small strong liquors, with you in your pocket. And if you drink one of them, you will be able to quick save. But however, if you overdo it in a short time, if you drink too much of it, you'll get eventually sick out of it, and even your stats, your speech skill will be higher, but other stats will be lower.
Okay, yeah. And this is what you were saying earlier about the different like villages and inhabitants having discussions about what's going on currently. And these, like, we had to listen to this earlier, and it's quite an in-depth discussion about politics and how they feel about the current situation. And you know, it does make the game sort of come to life when people just have these discussions.
Well, I like the word immersive, and that's what we really try here. That people are talking not about some bullshit stuff, but about like stuff that's really happened all around the place. For example, they will try to tell you about the political situation, and you just should understand of what's going on there and like what's happening in this world.
So I'm lost right now, so I'm gonna have a look at the map and figure out where we need to go. So collect the depth, so that's where his house is.
That's
so I think we have to go right here then and back round.
Yeah,
just straight here, isn't it?
Straight ahead, across that pigeon house.
And chickens. So can you kill a chicken and not be enslaved by the village and like they'll
we'll
angrily
see how
attack you?
How this ends up in the final game. Currently you can, and I think no one will bat an eye. That.
Everyone's fine if you kill the livestock.
Well, I think.
They might not like
in this build
much.
right now, but I guess that this should be a crime, and so you should not be. Maybe you can try to punch a chicken.
How do I get my fists out when I'm just?
Your fists are always out. Just push R1.
Okay.
Does it do something?
No.
R1 is this one.
R1. Oh, I see. I've got you. Sorry.
You can punch a chicken.
You see, buy Kingdom Come Deliverance and just punch chicken.
Brian Blessed punched a polar bear in the nose, and Danny, aka Yeso, is punching chickens.
There you go.
In
Not
the nose.
as hardcore. Not on the same scale. Anyway, let's try and get our money back.
Who's the more hardcore guy? Hello, Kunesh.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Oh, he's not a nice fellow.
Oh, he seems quite friendly to me. Father sent me for the money.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
So we can go for the more diplomatic approach and say, oh, you know, pay for the tools at least. Or we can just be like, pay for the lot or else.
Yes.
Let's be savage.
Oh yes, I like savage.
Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your
I
hairy
like how it
arse.
starts. Father says.
Like my dad told
My
me.
dad
that.
told me.
Bastard. Or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
Oh.
That's interesting. Now.
Pay, you drunkard.
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off.
He's so
But
friendly.
you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not
All of
pay
a
your
sudden
debts,
we are
and then try
badass.
to scare me. Would you?
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure.
I think he's pissed off, Toby. I think we might have angered
It's
him.
been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, though.
And he's waiting
But now
for
I'm
that
gonna
fight.
punch you in the face.
He waited for this fight for a long time, so now, nice.
Oh.
So we have the fist fight here,
Yeah.
which is pretty similar to the combat, kind of. However, you cannot choose the different angles here. It's like really pushing or kicking forward.
Oh, I
And
can't
you were
believe...
very good.
Yes!
This
I
was
thought I
easy.
was going to lose that fight.
Of course. Well, very good. What you did is like you get close to him in the clinch, and you succeeded. If you go close to him, he's programmed to be pretty strong. So if he hits you, he will most likely he will not kill you immediately, but he will heavily
I'll
damage
remember you.
you or your health.
So you've got a stamina bar there, and effectively what I did was I kept on hitting him and drained his stamina, and then he couldn't fight me back. And you know, we'll see much more of the combat in a moment, and I can show you how it actually works. But yeah, I think I got lucky there because I've seen he's really tough to beat if you watch the last video we did together.
Yes, well, but however, if you win or lose, and that's pretty important in Kingdom Come, is that, well, we just collected. Not yet. We got a key, so if you go into Kunesh's house, you can.
So because
grab
he
stuff.
gave us the key to his house, we're allowed to go in there, and it doesn't count as stealing.
There's an axe on the left side here.
Oh, okay,
You can take his axe now. If you would do it earlier, it would be stealing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Guards would be after you.
So I guess you can sneak in and
What do you think you're doing?
rob
Yeah.
everything if you
You
want.
saw he reacted to you. What do you think you're doing? Because you sneaked around him. He said, "What do you think
so
you're
I
doing
look
there?"
fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, if you would go here inside before he gave us the keys, it would be trespassing. If someone would see us, it would be a crime. Guards would come, and so on and so on. So it would trigger the crime. Crime system of the game. If you go to the main here and to there's the chest of him. Without the key, we would have to lockpick it.
Okay, yeah.
But now we can open it and go ahead.
Father's stuff back.
Yeah. However, what I wanted to say, and what's pretty important, if we would lose to Kunesh, it wouldn't mean that we would have to reload or do stuff again.
Yeah.
Like the fist fight, I mean. It would just mean that you need to come up with a workaround, with a new idea, with a solution how to work this situation.
Yeah.
Either you can go back to your father or try to find someone in the village who might help you with Kunesh.
Okay.
Look,
What's this flag mean? Is that a merchant? I see.
Exactly. It's different. That's the house of the bailiff, I think. Yes,
oh
it is.
right. Wow. Okay.
You're
This is
trespassing.
nice. Oh right. I'm not allowed to be in here.
Yeah.
Just walked
And it
into
was
his
even-
house.
It was even on the. No one saw you, I guess, because on the top you just saw this little
It
icon
said
there.
you were trespassing.
You're
yeah.
trespassing, and there are different stages of trespassing.
Okay.
You can go into someone's yard, let's say, and
Yeah.
it will be like he will say, "Go
Oh,
away,
yeah, just
you
leave,
bad
yeah.
boy."
But then if
there
you go
might be
inside their house,
next
then you've
step,
come to the
right,
next level.
and then guards, and then even the third step, and that was what this red icon on top, and it was saying if they catch you, they will immediately imprison you because it was some high security area, something. So yeah, so there are different.
I was talking to Daniel about the textures, and he said that you guys had made such good textures that everything had to be like downgraded for even the PC build, so like it would run on consoles as well, like downgraded again. Because like, so if you were to later, even upgrade the textures, that the game could look even more amazing than it does now. And I was just like, what?
Can you remember when we talked to our 3D lead,
Yeah.
Jacob? He said that. One day, before the beta was released, we had a problem with butterflies, actually. So the textures of those small butterflies, because someone saved them in the wrong way, was so huge that it slowed down the entire game.
Yeah.
And then we had another problem that they spawned everywhere on the map, even though you couldn't see them.
It was unplayable.
It was unplayable, and then after days of trying to find the reason why the game is so slow, we found out it was the butterflies too big of
Great
like the
story.
texture of the butterflies too big,
Yeah.
and there were just too many of them in the world.
Okay,
So
so
go to the charcoal man behind you.
yeah.
On the right.
I will get the charcoal.
Right. This
Here,
one
yeah.
exactly, and he will
So
sell you
we
the
can,
stuff.
Chat to him about it. I guess we could also try and rob him.
You could.
So we can shop, and then we can go to our sell option. We can sell him our clothing. That'll be interesting.
You could, but now you can sell the stuff from Kunesh.
Okay, so let's
Which he gave
sell
you.
him. We might as well sell him the key. Get 0.1
Everything.
gold.
And if you go to buy,
Yep.
then we need 10 charcoal. That's
10
what
charcoal.
That's what our father asked us for.
Right.
However, if you do bad stuff in the village or bad stuff to him, there's a reputation on
Mm.
the top. You see this little sun moon symbol there.
Yeah.
Reputation 72.
Oh, right.
If you kind of like screw up, if people hate you, they might refuse to talk to you or even deal with you.
Okay,
So the
yeah.
shopkeepers might say,
If
I
you go
don't
round-
do anything
yeah.
with you. Go away, please.
Okay, right.
So the reputation is important.
Yeah, and they might give you better deals, and
Exactly.
we'll show them the haggle option because if when we're haggling, he might give us better deals
we do
if
something
he
about
likes us
price?
a lot.
Exactly, and it helps your reputation as well. Every successful deal is a reputation
Yeah.
boost. If he kicks you out of the dialogue, it's a reputation loss. So you need to be careful not to haggle too aggressive. You can do it
Yeah.
and try it, but it might have an impact.
Okay.
And you can now. We are selling more than we are actually buying. That's why we are right now haggling about how much he should pay us
Oh, I
for
see.
the stuff of Kunich. That's why you are asking for 6 points.
So I'm asking for less right now, whereas
where you're asking
I'm
him
asking
to
for
give
more,
you
yeah.
6 groschen, for example, or something like that.
So if we go for 6 groschen instead of 4.3, get some extra money.
What about this?
Oh, and you leveled up the speech.
Yeah.
So again,
That's
the
too
more you
much.
do, the deeper you go into dialogue.
Yeah.
If you take your time and try the haggling, you will actually really level your stuff.
So he's come back and said, I want 5, and I'll be like, oh, maybe a little bit more.
Do you see this like symbol,
The circle.
the circle beneath this price thing?
I don't know if people can see that if we're like blocking it with the camera, but
Well, I guess
Maybe.
maybe. However, it's a face there, and there's a circle, and if the circle, that's his patience.
yeah.
So he's running out of patience. So the more the circle fills up, the face will change. Right now he's like semi-happy,
Okay.
and he will get angry. And like at 75%, there's a 50-50 chance that he might kick you out of the
Oh,
dialogue.
okay,
So
right.
right now you are playing against his patience.
Is it you? I'd almost shake on that.
Oh,
Almost.
Okay, let's agree to this then.
I'll go for that.
Right.
Perfect.
We've
Thank
got
you,
our
sir.
charcoal. Thank you very much.
But we have some coin left.
Yeah. We
So
could gamble it
We
away.
can gamble it away.
Jesus, look where you're going.
Excuse me, ma'am. I want to play some gambling games. Right, let's sit down. I haven't. Oh, okay, so we can. Is this how much we're going to gamble?
Yes. Choose
So we-
whatever you want. Cannot more-
All of our money.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to do. I've not played this game before myself. I've just seen Toby play it, so this will be interesting. You can help me out here, Toby.
And you busted.
Oh.
We can open meanwhile the.
Yeah.
I will explain how it works.
Okay.
So it's this game is called Farkle, which is like really 1,000-year-old games. And you have like 6 dice, and you throw them on the table. And in every turn, you are, like in every throw you have, you need to score at least with 1 die, which means that. And we see here in the middle, 1 die is worth
doing very well.
100, 5 is worth 50, 3 of a kind is worth the number of
Yeah.
eyes times 100, and every further one doubles the score. So if you have we have 3 sixes right now.
Yep.
If you go here with the red button,
Oh, yeah, I
we
see.
have 3 sixes right now, which is worth 600,
So I can highlight
and
that.
we even have a 50 there. So if you wish, we can take all of these points, and now
Okay.
there's an option. You can either score and continue or score and pass. If you do score and pass, you take those 650 points we have currently. You see
Yeah.
this on the bottom left eventually.
Should we try that?
And if we do that, we say we take those coin, your turn. But we can be greedy and say score and continue. So
do
this
that.
means we take the
Oh, I scored a pass.
we would take the scoring die, would put them like to the side, and take
Yeah.
the remaining dice and try to score again. However, we have to score in every turn, which means that if you throw the 2 remaining dice, for example, and there's like nothing to score, then you lose all the points you would have. He just busted, and that's what he happened.
So he's at
He
0.
got greedy.
And it's the first person to 5,000 points using
Exactly.
the system. So we've got
Ro-
3
how much?
twos.
And this is how much?
I don't know. Let's have a
3
look.
twos is
200.
200. So
It's not very much.
3 of a kind is times 100.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
3 threes are 300, 3 fours are 400, and so on.
Okay.
And the 1 is worth 100. So this
Right.
would be 300 points.
Probably, shall we score and continue, and then
Yes.
we'll re-roll these ones and see if we
Exactly.
can score some more points here.
If you manage to...
So I've got 2 threes, so
that's worth nothing.
Oh, is it?
You need
oh,
3
it's-
of a kind.
Okay, so I've got 50.
50.
Yeah.
If you manage to score with every die you have,
Yeah.
then you can take them all again and continue
re-roll.
re-roll from
So
the
I think
beginning.
I've gone bust, yeah.
And you
So I
busted.
lose all my points.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Unless you do the score and pass and say, okay, that's enough, your turn.
I like this. It's kind of like it's a fun game in itself, and it's quite immersive. You can like bet on it. It reminds me a bit of like The Witcher 3 and how they did tavern games, and you could, it was almost a game in itself.
Exactly.
It now is. So like, you've got this kind of game, which you said you played with your friends before
Exactly.
you even
Yes.
developed it for the game.
Which is super awesome.
Yeah.
One day I came to the studio and heard that they're implementing a dice minigame. I said, like, how about we do this game I play with my friends? And then in the end, it turned out that it's exactly the game I play with my friends. So this is, it's very old, this game, but still modern, at least in Czech Republic. And I was in America at E3 last week, and there were British guys at the presentation, and they said they know the game and they also play it. So that's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we quit out of this and
Yes.
carry on. Because we're going to go to the pub now, and there's a cutscene which is very interesting.
The music is laughing at you, by the way. If
because I failed.
if you fail or bust, then
You can't
the
be
music is
serious,
like...
Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What? Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and... Don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson, doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Fritz is the best.
Yeah.
Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, made me think of that huge pile of manure. You know? The one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
Sounds like a plan.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father.
king and country.
A few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
Our mother told us they're no good for us.
Yeah, she was right.
So, Hal, are you with us?
So we don't have to actually go with them and do this.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. So they're asking us if we're going with them or not, and we can say yes or no. If we say no, they will go themselves and do the stuff anyway. So you can watch them do the quest alone and re-enter even if you want to go there later. They will ask you, did you change your mind? You say yes or no.
Shall we say I won't do it and see how they do with it?
I would do it because you want to be in the first row.
You want to throw poop.
I want to throw poop.
Right.
If we would lose against Kunesh, there would be even a third option saying, I will help you, but I have problems with this dude there, and he owes my father money, help me later. That's what I meant earlier when I said try to find a workaround in the village and try to find someone who might help you. We don't tell you that there's this option. If you continue in questing, or if you fail at a particular point, something else might open. So you just need to continue and then try to find a workaround, which is cool, I guess. Think about what would I do?
Father can wait a while.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's follow our friends, and it's the same thing with even the bigger battles that you don't have to win them, and if you do lose them, then something happens afterwards that everything has implications to it. So it's not just like, okay, you can't progress beyond this point unless you win.
But it depends. It's of course not always like that.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes there are castle sieges or something, or
some
big
major events in history that have to happen.
Exactly, and that's the point. But the side quest, we want to make sure that the main quest is always solvable and finishable. However, the side quests are killable if you decided something wrong, or killed the wrong person, or went the wrong way, or didn't go there at all because he said let's go now, and you decided to go somewhere else. Then quests might be killed if you decide so.
Discuss the plan with your friends.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son?
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Because you're the clever one.
Come on, Henry, you do it. Right, let's go and say something smart.
What do you want, lad?
Your husband's making trouble.
I just went by the tavern. And
Don't mind
your
the
husband
wrong
was in
camera
there.
here.
Nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
So she's run off. Or she's going to run off.
If she decides. First, she has to stop
She's like, actually,
her
I'm going
work.
to finish my sewing and
First,
then I'll go.
And then I go, then I turn around and put it on this chair, on this bench.
Okay.
And now I run away.
Suddenly, she makes great haste towards the pub
Yeah.
to stop her husband spreading all these rumours. Okay. Let's go back to the boys and throw some poo.
Wait a second, it will trigger automatically. For king and country.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire that trebuchet. For king and country.
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly.
Nearly.
Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo! Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Nailed it.
Fucker.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
And here you go.
Now we're in a brawl.
Yes.
This man carrying a bucket. just
Excuse me,
walking
excuse
through.
me. Don't mind me, I have business to do.
Oh, great. I love the brawling system. I'm assuming there's going to be quite a lot of it in the game. So as you can see, I lost a bit of stamina there. My stamina had drained completely, so I actually lost some health.
Exactly, and your maximum stamina is bond to your health.
Yeah.
So the more energy you lose, the less stamina you will regain.
He's surrendered now.
He's
so.
surrendered. However, here, later in the game, they will surrender, of course, and you can choose if you want to kill them or not. Here,
I mean like a lot.
They will eventually regain bravery. So if you're fighting with someone who's like, if there's a brawl like here, and if you're fighting with someone and he's like giving up, he might regain bravery if his fellow AI dudes are doing good. So if you will stand there and say, I'm sorry, you turn around and go somewhere else, he might attack you anyway again.
Yeah.
So
Had enough of like that yet now.
I see. Okay. Oh.
That's one of our AI programmers. So faces of the developers and in the game.
Oh, see, yeah. Repeated kicks to the face. And you've got hit detection as well, so I guess, if you hit someone in the same place multiple times.
Exactly.
Oh,
you will deal more damage. Take care of your stamina. It's like, oh, there's a lady coming in the back. Stop it.
Oh. Please stop. I'm losing this fight, I think.
She's shouting that the catchpole is coming. So you need to run away.
Okay, let's run.
Let's do this. Your dudes will run away as well. If you stay there, then the catchpole will get you and you will get into trouble. They will find you. It's a crime, pretty much.
Oh, so
however,
they put you in prison or something.
Exactly. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
no.
Oh, I actually got caught.
Damn it, lads. What do you think you're playing at? Are you trying to get yourselves in trouble?
Say nothing. I won't let the king be insulted. I'm going to pretend to be noble about this.
The Deutsch was insulting King Wenceslas. He got what he deserved.
So that's why. Deutsch isn't a bad fellow, but he should drop this nonsense about Sigismund before someone torches his house.
So you don't mind that we...
Don't gape
Good
like
answer.
stuff, squirrel.
But you have only one chance in
You take
Kingdom
me
Come,
for a
so
German,
you have chosen the right
I
one.
serve my lord, and my lord serves the king, and that's Wenceslas. But what to do with you now? The Deutsch will make trouble if I let you off.
So I won't go to jail?
Welcome, Henry.
Ha! Who paid for your grub? You know what? The Deutsch got what he deserved. I'll go and have a word with your father and we'll straighten it out someday.
Oh, no.
Now clear off before I change my mind.
I'm going to end up with some nails in my ass. So if I'd chosen something else there, he would have...
Might happen that you have to pay something or so.
Okay.
Well,
so, he agreed with our political perspective, so that was fine. So the quest is telling us to go over here. We can see on that little mini-map you've got up there. Right at the end of the village.
But this is already completely optional, kind of. If you don't want to do this turret throwing and being with your friends and so on and so, you don't have to do this.
Okay, so let's have a chat to them.
Yes.
They all ran away and got away. I messed up.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
Actually, he caught me.
So the dialogues change according to what happens.
Then how come you're here?
He let me go. He's on our side.
What? Are you pulling my pizzle?
He doesn't like the Deutsch any more than we do. He said he'll fix it somehow.
Great. Looks like your dawdling paid off.
Yeah, nice job.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
I love his laugh.
Fritz
He just
is
sounds
great.
so dumb whenever he says something.
If we would, if we had asked earlier to help me, and then I will help you, and you will help me with Kunish, we would now go and beat up Kunish. But Kunish is already crying there at his house. So the last thing remaining from the quest for our father is getting the ale.
Okay, so let's go to the tavern to do that.
Yes, exactly. And there's Bianca, our
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Because you have romance interests in this game. So
not in terms of getting a family or something like that, but like throughout she is somewhere there. Throughout the game, or because of she is inside the house.
Right.
She's waiting for you. Hello, Bianca.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Cheesiness.
You do. Actually, I just want beer.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
We can actually have other conversation options here as well.
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer. But when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times I had to throw him and the others out so they wouldn't start brawling.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today.
Right, I need a drink.
I need ale for father.
As the gentleman wishes.
But wait, though, there's a catch. I've no money. Kunish owes me and he won't pay up.
Oh yeah, because I used all my money
But you have to
gambling.
pay me back this evening.
You have to pay her.
You're the best girl a man could wish for.
You have to pay her back.
Father
Cheesy!
wants one from the cellar, doesn't
Cheeky.
he? Wait here while I fetch it.
Thanks. You'll have something to look
However,
forward to
if you
this
do this
evening.
first, get the beer and then bring it to your father, it
You
will get
too.
warm
Yeah.
throughout the
by
questing.
the way,
And then you have to
that
get
shifty
another
looking
beer,
fellow
but
was
since
asking
the second
after
one
you.
will not be for
Vanya.
money, will not be for free. So then you need to come
I
up again
suppose.
Yeah.
He's a man
with an
who
idea
makes
how
his
to get
coin
money. You
rubbing
can
on his
steal it from
wayfarers.
houses
I'm
or
sure
so,
of
but
it.
if you do so,
I'll
it
be
will be
happy
like
when he's
dangerous
gone for good.
in here because they might catch
What
you.
in
and then-
heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like Father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
That's the strong
I
liquor
hope
we
you
were
thank
talking
me
about earlier.
properly later.
You bet I will.
So that's how you save the game by
Yes.
drinking that.
We have the tutorial up there. The game autosave from time to time at important points in each quest, when you sleep and when you exit the game. If you want to save the game yourself, you must drink the potion Remendium Save. We invented some Latin word for it. So, Savior Schnapps.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and that's...
I guess I can show you that if we eat an apple, we slowly regenerate some health.
Yes, if you hold it. Hold it? Yes.
Yeah. Let's have a couple. We don't want to like overeat because otherwise you get really slow.
You
Oh
see
yeah,
this piggy face there? If the piggy face gets full, you're overstuffed and you cannot eat anymore. So you cannot eat 20 apples to regain energy. And you see it will slowly go up.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. That's,
And different types of food will give you different amount of energy. So a roasted duck, for example, gives you a lot of energy, but will spoil really quick in your pocket.
yeah,
and an apple lasts for a long time, but doesn't give you that much energy.
So can you actually go and like kill a hare and then cook that meat?
Yes.
And, oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's have a chat then. I'm not useless, I promise. About the things you wanted.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Yes.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. This will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. We'll fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
Oh dear.
I'm not sure. Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier.
Maybe?
And it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologize to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry.
I love our cutscenes. Really, I really fancy them.
I understand.
They're of course not finished yet,
We'll
but
never have
like
this
the
conversation
way
again.
how they talk and the script writing and everything. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, and the animations and how they're
Boy
like
gets
moving
caught,
around,
looking a
and
fool
especially in
himself.
script writing.
He still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Cool.
He's right.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip.
I think it adds so much value to the game when you have meaningful stuff that you're going to do.
I'll
there,
heat it up when I take it out.
Not only the fact that
You
it's
slip the grip
based
onto
on a
it,
true
twist it
story,
out.
but also that
You know what
the
you're doing.
dialogues seem to feel realistic, or
Oh,
like
yeah,
that they're
yeah.
talking about something that's not like some made-up crap, but like really something they obviously have problems
Something
with.
genuine, yeah.
Yes, and I really like that.
Ashley, the historian, was telling me that you kind of see Henry's progression, how he grows up
Good.
and into a man.
Once more.
with sort of like more values. Obviously, you can choose how he becomes and what he does, but how he grows in the game is really interesting.
That was also what the actors who played here with us, Kingdom Come Deliverance, who are the voice actors and the motion capture actors, they also appreciated and said that the script writing was really, really good, and that they feel like it's a classical story from boy to become a man, but still they really liked the way how he did it. And they said it's so genuine that it's easy to play it.
It's very natural.
Yes,
and that really comes across.
And here,
that's something they said a lot.
It's natural.
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going?
That's exactly the struggle. Like your current king, the king of Bohemia, Wenceslas, is a weak ruler, more interested in drinking and hunting and stuff. And there's this invading king the Germans are supporting, Sigismund, his half-brother, and he's a strong ruler.
Yeah.
So the Bohemians, of course, even though he's weak, support King Wenceslas.
Yes, of course.
And the Germans, from the Holy Roman Empire, the other states of the Holy Roman Empire support Sigismund. So this is why this will break out in a huge civil war later.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Of course, in the final game, this will continue. Then you saw this, mostly for those who saw the trailer we released for E3, they saw that the village will be burning.
Your end
is nigh! No, that's just a video.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. That
I was about to say I missed the dialogue option, but because we asked our mum when we were in our house originally, we said, you know, we asked her about our dad and where he lived previously and a bit about his history. And then it wasn't there previously, but this time it was. There was a dialogue option with our father to actually ask him about that.
Why did you leave Kuttenberg? That was the question. Exactly.
So we could have found out a bit more there.
Exactly. So depending on what you choose in the dialogues, you will unlock some other stuff somewhere.
So now we're at the combat tutorial.
Yeah, so this is something that was only made for E3, so it's not like this in the final game. If you click on this, don't do it yet.
Okay.
It will go. That's a transition to the skirmish. So this map.
Okay.
So here you have the chance to choose different weapons, different settings, and just train the combat over and over again.
Let's try the axe out.
I would recommend a shield with the axe because the axe is a short weapon. And if you have a short weapon, you will get a lot of equip it first. Go to the inventory, equip the stuff. Yes, axe and shield.
Great.
Nice. And now talk to this guy.
Start the. Who you want to fight?
There's no synchronization here because again it was only made for E3.
For the tutorial, yeah.
So there was no line. This line is not existing. So you can fight with 1 or 2 foes.
I will go with 1.
Yes,
not that ambitious.
Choose the armor type they are wearing. I'll go for the medium one. I always recommend this one because it's a nice balance between like attack power and defense power. And
you guys have got hit detection on the armor of where you attack. So let's start with that. I'm gonna try to block one of his shots. Oh, no, I've messed up there.
Yes, you see that, like we talked about the combat earlier. Now you have the rows in the middle. You explained this several times, but again you have like this 5 ways where you can attack, and the red indicator shows you where you are aiming at currently. So right now you're aiming at top left, and you can also stab, so you have 6 ways how you can attack. If you combine them, you can execute combos like throwing on the ground or doing some stuff. And you can, of course, you have a block button where you can block his attacks. Kurva! And sometimes you see in the rows in the middle the small green shield.
Yeah.
If you manage to block in the moment you see this shield, then you will execute a perfect block, which slows down the time, and then you can parry or do like a repost or something like this. And again, be very careful about the stamina. Of course, you need it for attacking and blocking and stuff, but it's also a buffer for your health.
Oh.
So if you run out of stamina, he's attacking you at health.
Missed that parry.
You can also, you don't need to block, you can also jump back or go to the side, so you can. And you will get feedback. You see how he's doing on the bottom left. This violet bar is his health.
Yeah.
But you will also get audio feedback. The music will change according to how you do, and you will have a different set of lines. So he will say something like "God damn it" or something like this, and he's giving you a proper proper beating. Nice. Yes, if you get close to him, you go into the clinch mode again.
Oh, he got me because I had no stamina, so he just instantly killed me there.
Even started to bleed. So if you are bleeding, you're slowly losing energy. The same way how you regain energy with food, with bleeding you lose slowly energy, and you need to bandage yourself and take care of your wounds.
Try out the mace.
Mace is a great weapon. I like it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good against heavy armored guys because you smash them in their tin. You smash them to death pretty much.
So should we try fighting a heavily armored person?
You can try that, but you need to land some hits.
I see.
Did you equip? You didn't equip it. You have the axe.
Let's quickly.
Yes.
Mace out. Yeah, already got it. Great. Let's go, pal.
Nice. Well, combat at Kingdom Come Deliverance is a little bit slower than most RPGs. However, it's way more tactical demanding, and preparation is very important here. So yes, it's slower, but it's also very technical and technical. Which I mean that you have to take care. What kind of armor is the opponent wearing? If he has no helmet, then attack his head because there he's weak, and so on. Or what type of armor should you use? Because he's using a sword, so the more you... If you would wear plate armor, you would be very good in defense against him. However, here the combatants have way more energy than they're supposed to have, because for this we wanted the people to actually have a chance to try and hit them several times. The opponents have the same advantage and disadvantage as you have, so he has also to deal with stamina. So if you see that he's swinging several times, try to not block it, but parry it, dodge it, and then hit him.
Is that the best you can do?
Is that the best you can do?
I'm just trying to attack me. He's a lot better at blocking my attacks than the other opponents. Even when I do feint attacks, he'll still be able to block them quite well.
He's the strongest one, so you need to catch him off guard. Like, for example, when he's currently attacking, step back and then hit him. So again, it's really like this, perfectly. Perfect. However, this is really, in Kingdom Come Deliverance, you cannot button mash to win. You can try. It always starts with button mash when you fight for the first time, but you will learn that you will not win. That's definitely something you can't do. And someone appreciates that, someone doesn't like that, but that's the way how we decided that the combat should be. However, we invited real sword fighters to the studio, and the fighting style we have here is, of course, with technical compromises, because it's a video game, so it's not 100% correct, but still we believe that this is the best depiction of 15th century sword fighting ever displayed in a video game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, you have to be very calculated and think about how you approach a fight. One-on-one, it's like you can really take your time, I guess. But when it comes to the battle, which
you just did a combo.
Yeah.
Had the special attack, attacking your head. Sorry, I interrupt.
When it comes to the final battle, we know that it just becomes very chaotic, and you get attacked from all sides, and you can die very
quickly. Nice. Now now you have the problem. Well, we from the beta you see that we extended the stamina bar on the bottom. That you have, if you're running out of energy, that you are not necessarily even running out of your entire stamina, because it would be. Well, we decided, or with the feedback we got from the community, it was just bad to have like only one hit or something in there. So we decided to extend the stamina bar a little bit to make you, even if you are close to death, that you have a chance to at least block and run away.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
so let's start the battle.
Let's start the battle. Transition to... Yeah, I would say something about this here in the battle. This is the end of a quest line, of a side quest line actually. It's called Robber Baron, and we are about to kill Baron Wulfen of Camberg, who decided to do mayhem in this countryside. So my people are going there. However, this battle does not necessarily have to happen. It only happens because of dialogues we have chosen before, or different paths we have chosen before.
Yeah.
So this is only happening for those who are interested in actually fighting. So if you decide to finish the game almost in a peaceful way, you can do that. You don't have to, but you can. Sometimes you have to grab your sword and kill someone, but you can also avoid it. We saw that at Kunish. We didn't have to fight him. We could also go to our father and tell our father that something happened.
So right now we're in the full plate armor, which obviously has very limited visibility. I'm not going to wear this for this fight, but I just wanted to show it off to anyone who hadn't seen it yet. Let's go for the medium armor so I can see.
Of course, you only here again for the E3 we had this table, so you click something and the script put the clothes on. But of course, usually in the game you will have to pick up the stuff and then equip it in the inventory. It will not work like this set and then you have your stuff. So yeah. So what's happening here? They will talk some like hate talk against each other. He will give him the chance to like place his weapon, like retreat or give up. But of course, this fight will happen. If we stay here, we can listen to the things, to the talks, to the like dialogues. However, if you do something in that, you will trigger the combat immediately. If you hit someone. Oh, you are brave one. We try to do the fight with the bow.
Yeah.
So you see there are two bow shooters of them, and your fellow bow shooters are on the top, and they will shoot.
Just stop there. Yes. Oh Jesus! Oh my God!
You're out of stamina.
This is what happens when you try and use a bow in a close combat battle. Let's run away over here. Try and get our sword out.
You have it equipped, I guess. So you push left. You lost already. So why did you lose so fast? You see all the dead guys.
Yeah.
It's AI versus AI. So the yellow ones, your guys, are fighting against the bandit guys there, and you can lose in several ways. If too many of your soldiers die, then your commander will call retreat. If your commander falls, you will die as well.
Yeah.
You lost as well. And if you die, you of course have to replay or reload. However, for me or for you, this will be a pain to present because everything can happen here. This fight can last 5 seconds. This fight can also last 5 minutes because your AI guys are blocking every hit, or the other way around. They are dead immediately because something.
Yeah.
Right.
And like last time we played this, I'm gonna try doing some archery at the top. We had the Bandit Leader who died, like despite us almost losing, the Bandit Leader happened to die, and that also won the fight. And you know, like we've had times where I literally haven't really contributed at all, but we've still won just because the AI is like, you know, it works like that.
So if you just stand here and look, you can win or lose. The battle will, and it's important that the game is not built around you, but you are part of the game. Of course, you can change the odds by actively doing something, and of course it's good and it's required that you do something. Try to. No, you missed. It's really not easy to use the bow. However, even the same goes with the combat. It requires a lot of personal skill. So the RPG system helps you. You will be better at aiming. Oh, very nice.
There we go.
One hit kill. Oh no, he's alive. And he will die eventually. Now he died.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I love about the combat. Right now it's like with the bow. However, if you're fighting with someone, it might happen that they attack you and you have a really hard time. And then all of a sudden, one of your AI friends comes from the back and kill him from the back. And these stories that happen there are really, really cool, and I love that. So we'll see now from the top try to kill one of those archers there, because they might even eventually aim at you and kill you.
I see. Yeah, I mean the bow in this game, you were saying it doesn't do as much damage as it's meant to yet.
Yes, currently
it would be like 2 or 1 shot kill.
Oh, they killed this and they retreat. So you know what's interesting? If your commander calls for retreat, the game will stop, right?
Yeah.
Because the E3 presentation stopped there. However, in the final game, when your commander calls for retreat and your fellow soldiers are running away, you can stay at the battleground and try to kill this bandit lord anyway.
Yeah.
Again, if it says fail, it doesn't necessarily mean that the quest is gone.
Yeah,
it just means
stop the game.
It just means you need to find a workaround. So, for example, you can try to
poison the bandit leader, or like
take him down, assassinate him, or do something else. Your lord will be mad when you come to him, and he will be mad that the operation failed. But you can tell him, hey,
don't worry, I killed him. I'm the boss.
I am the master. I killed him anyway, and this will, of course, he will be super happy and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try one more. See if we can challenge the bandit leader, and maybe kill him.
Try it.
Yeah.
However, there's almost always, again, it's AI versus AI, so I can't guarantee it. But there's almost always one guy who will directly attack you.
So we need to deal with him first, then, I guess.
Well, it's not happening necessarily. It's just if they decide to attack you. But on the other hand, what the worst case is that we saw this yesterday as well. There were like 3 guys following me, and this is like, oh, there he is.
Okay, I see.
He looks like a tank driver a little bit, with this funny head. Oh gosh.
Oh.
If you go, try to get a little bit closer to the combat area. Oh, this was fast.
Oh wow, yeah, because he's already retreating.
You can still run behind him and kill him. However, again, this is randomly. There's stuff happen randomly. Like maybe he got shot by the archers actually.
Yeah,
which can happen as well.
I shot him once at the start of the battle, so I guess
let's try it one last time and let's go in the middle of the skirmish.
Yeah. All right.
However, this is like super dangerous because they can attack you from all the sides. But if you help your fellow soldiers, you see there's someone fighting with someone, and you attack him from the back. Back attacks are a little bit slightly stronger than the ones from the front.
Oh,
if you attack someone from let's say it's 1.2 times the damage that you regularly do.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit strong. Anyway, it's also realistic because not everyone had full plate on this back. Front is typical or usual. But the back was not.
Yeah,
the same goes for the back of your knees, for example, or legs. They usually had them in front. You also, of course, can get full plate armor everywhere.
Yeah.
But the more plate you have, the more expensive
it
was.
I'm gonna come equipped for this, and we're gonna wear this full plate armor.
You are overload right now, so you are slower.
Yeah.
That's what comes at the cost of defense.
I see.
However, you have the same problem with stamina. You will last longer. And your stamina and the health, you will have more stamina. Like the buffer of your stamina will be bigger. However, if you run out of stamina, you will even die in your tin.
I've missed. I can't even see where already, but actually.
We play currently on a controller. I also prefer to play on a controller. The combat system is.
Oh my god! He's getting a sword out.
Did you run away?
Okay.
No, he has no weapon holster. Very nice.
Okay, he's going for the fist.
Try to stab him in the face.
Let's try and join this battle and hit someone in the back.
Oh, here. Sucks. Very nice. Nice.
You can see the visibility. It makes it very difficult.
Take care of your stamina.
Oh,
Be careful of your stamina.
Oh, this guy's still coming at me. He wants some.
He is like the real bad boy fighting with his fists. That's a bandit lord with a colorful shield. Nice.
He's down. Where's he going?
No. He just dodged.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
he's
no. After you.
Oh no. Oh god. It's just just
4 against 1.
We can take these hits, but
and most of your soldiers die.
They all. It's just me. Obviously, we can take these hits because we're in that armor, but it was so hard to actually see anything else.
Exactly, and the peripheral view, how is it called in English, is limited, so you don't see.
We didn't know everyone else was dying.
Yeah, and that's Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Well, thank you very much for having me. Really appreciate it. And if you guys really like this, I've got a whole playlist where we play through the beta, which is more of the story of the game, and you can check that out in the description. And we're going to do some more stuff at Gamescom, so I'm really excited about that. And I'll get some more content out to you guys about this game and show you some more stuff. But thanks for having me, Toby.
You're welcome, and thank you for being with us. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you like what you saw.
I'm very excited for this game. I can't wait to sit down and do a Let's Play, especially for the story. I mean, obviously the combat is a very unique part of the game, but you've also got the story is like as important. The combat's just like a sort of tiny bit.
Exactly. I always say when people ask me, this game is not a fighting game per se. The fighting is just a feature, pretty much, for someone who's interested in that. However, if you want to dig into the story more or more the historical parts or whatever, you don't have to fight. Sometimes there is, well, unfortunately, there are things that must happen, but this skirmish, for example, is not necessarily happening if you don't want to.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Thanks very much.
Thank
See you later, guys.
See you.